In order for your garage door system to operate properly, it's important that your rollers and your hinges are properly maintained. But what could happen to a garage door system if these moving parts were not tended to? Well, the results could be expensive and catastrophic. So in this video, we're going to show you why it's important to maintain them and how you can replace them. Let's party. So we're dealing with a garage door system that has broken hinges. So why would something like this happen to a garage door hinge? Well, there's a number of reasons why. Number one, it's going to be wear and tear, but at the same time, this is a steel back insulated garage door. And normally with your side hinges, these that are on the sides of the door with your rollers, they need to be a stronger gauge. So usually a 14 gauge is what I like to put for a steel back door. Your middle hinges can be 16 gauge, and of course they need to be all number 1 hinges. Now another reason why this would happen is because on a steel back insulated door, when the door is completely open, the weight of the steel back section will bow, or I should say it will simply put gravity on the side hinges. So when you're utilizing a garage door, opening and closing, again, wear and tear, but at the same time, the weight of a steel back door could cause damage like this. So clearly, we're gonna take that into consideration when we're using a proper gauge to replacing these side hinges. It's gonna be a challenge because this section is damaged now, but hopefully we can salvage that. Good. So something to keep in mind is that, again, you don't want to put a number 1 hinge on all these sides. They need to be a specific measurement, or I should say, not only a specific gauge, but also a specific number. So your number 3 hinge is here, this is your number 2, and that's your number 1. All of your number 1s go on the bottom. You have a number 2 with number 1s in the middle, a number 3 with number 1s in the middle. So keep in mind that you want to make sure you put the right hinge when you're installing and replacing them.
Home Service Pros, running your business shouldn't feel chaotic. If you're constantly overwhelmed, missing deadlines, drowning in details, and feel like your business is running you, then something really needs to change. That change for us was Jobber. Jobber gives you the tools to take back control of your business. Their CRM platform helps you manage everything from scheduling, invoicing, to clients, all in one place. Jobber's not just software, it's your business command center. Jobber saves you time, boosts your productivity, and helps you focus on growth. We're using Jobber now, and we're not going back. Stop letting your business run you. Click the link below for a free 14-day trial and get Jobber today.
So we just took off this number 3 hinge, and you can tell right there, that's really cracked. So that would have caused a lot of damage, that on that end, plus this end, having broken hinges, this section just would have been all wonky and probably creating other issues and situations. So it's good that we replaced all of them. We just did this side. We're now going to be replacing these sides, and we're doing the rollers as well to make sure that they have a smooth traveling garage door system. That's already a huge difference. Nice. Yeah, looks good. This hinge is like corroded for some reason. It's weird.
Now I want to pause the video because what we've just shown you with regards to that bottom bracket, not all garage door systems are the same. So this is a word of caution. You would not want to take off the bottom bolts to those bottom brackets when you have tension to your garage door springs. This particular garage door system has a specific bottom bracket that has a plate where you can take off the roller simply. The rest of the bottom bracket is still fastened to the door. If you do not have this specific plate or this specific type of bracket to the bottom garage door section, do not remove that bottom bracket. It's under high tension, it's under high stress, and if you do, it could harm you or it could cause an accident or damage to your home. Now let's get back into the video. Okay, so we've replaced all of the hinges and the rollers on each side, and we've even replaced the middle hinges with number 1. We put 16 gauge hinges in the middle. Again, on the sides, we want to put 14 gauge. That's what we did for this customer. And replacing the rollers obviously is an added extra benefit because those older rollers were pretty much done. The door is now moving smoothly. It is a little bit heavy, but you know, it's a steel back insulated door. I definitely feel that this customer is probably going to need a new door in the near future. I'm not going to say, you know, how soon in the near future, but we've got a bend there, of course, that damage there, and it's just an older door system. So maybe they might want to consider going with a new insulated garage door. Clearly their garage is treated. It's, well, I would say treated to the best of its ability because we still have an opening there, so there's just an escape of energy. But the idea is, again, we've got this system now running properly. We've got new hinges, new rollers, pretty much throughout all of the door, and yeah, happy customer. Now, as we've just demonstrated in this video, replacing garage door hinges and rollers is not very difficult. Nevertheless, it does take a level of skill in order to do it. Therefore, the pro tips, techniques, and ideas in this video should not be considered law or infallible. Why? Because I'm nobody. It's important that you do your due diligence, basically your homework, to understand what type of hinges and what type of rollers would benefit your garage door. Now, in this video, we were replacing the hinges and rollers to an insulated steel back garage door. So if your garage door is not insulated, you may not necessarily need the same type of hinges and rollers. Nevertheless, before you start making an expense into your garage door system, it might make more sense to reach out to a contractor for guidance, especially if you don't have the necessary skill or confidence to do this type of work. In fact, on this channel, we have a number of videos that can help you make your own assessment on the safety of your garage door system. So check out that video right here. As always, I want to thank y'all for partying with me. Y'all stay safe.